everybody, hope you're having an awesome day so far. My video today is using inexpensive makeup items to create this dark, smoky, plummy look with big lashes. Today I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio palette in Copper Chic and this NYX palette in Casting Call. And I've previously used one of these palettes and included one in my favorite. It was the Bubbles and Caviar palette. I love these little NYX 10 palettes, so do check it out if you have access to them. I'm really loving both of them at the moment, so I thought I would do this eye look. If you'd like to learn how to create this look, keep on watching. Starting off the base, I'm using my Sigma cream color in Strike, and it's this really pretty burgundy color almost. And I'm going to take that onto a Sigma F70 concealer brush. I just find that these concealer brushes actually work really well for this. And one eye at a time, I'm going to paint that all over my lid. When it comes to the corner of your eye, press your brush in and just flick and drag up. You kind of want to concentrate it on your upper lid. I don't want to bring it onto my lower lid just yet. And when it comes to your crease, just kind of drag it where your socket line is. Like when you're looking up and your socket stops, that's where it will end. Now this next step's a little bit weird, but I promise you I've been doing it lately and it's worked really well for me. I'm taking my NYX blush in Taupe and onto a fluffy blending brush. This one is the Tapered Blending E40 from Sigma. I'm picking up some of the product and I'm going to just kind of put that into my crease. And I'm not too particularly worried about placement. I just wanted to put down a bit of a color that's a transitional color before I pack on more of my lid color. So working that into my crease, just back and forth windshield wiper motions and working it in. Next I'm taking my Maybelline Eye Studio palette in Copper Chic and I'm picking up the plum color on the very end, this one right here, onto a flat shader brush, and this one is the Sedona Lace EB11, and I'm just going to press that over top of the color. After packing that on, I'm taking my Sedona Lace little tapered blending brush. This is the EB15, and I'm going to blend out the edges. I'm going to catch my other eye up to this stage, and I'll be right back. Next, I'm taking my NYX palette in Casting Call, and I'm going to pick up this really dark smoky gray color right here. I'm putting that onto one of the Sigma Performance brushes. This is the Shader Crease E47 and it's just really tiny and quite precise. Anyways, picking up that color and tapping off any excess, I'm going to put that right through my crease, focusing it just on the outer corner. This brush is great because you can really focus the color where you do want it without it blowing it out too much. Again, going back to my Sedona Lace tapered blending brush, I'm going to blend out that color a little bit more. And now I am using a tapered blending brush so that I do kind of keep the color in a more precise spot. I don't want it to go too far onto my lid. Back to the same Sigma Performance E47 brush, I'm picking up the black color in this little kit, and I am going to place that directly into my outer V. Smoky looks are just all about the layering. It's really easy to achieve whatever intensity you want. Just go slow, build it up. Back to my Sedona Lace tapered blending brush and just blending the edges of that out really carefully. If you are having a bit of trouble transitioning the top color through your crease to your brow bone color, if it's just not blending properly, you can always take a bit of your face powder onto a clean blending brush. Just pick up a tiny little bit and put it right at the top where that brow bone color is going to come in a sec. It just helps blend that color out a little bit more. Like that. It definitely does take practice blending with darker colors. I'm no expert at it, but I do find that I get better and better every time that I do a look like this. Depending on your eye shape and how you like your eye makeup, you don't necessarily have to put color underneath, but I'm going to for this look because I want it to be really smoky. So going back to my Strike color and onto an E30 pencil brush from Sigma, I'm picking up some of the color, and if I pick up a little bit too much, just dust it off onto the side of the pot. And I'm going to look down like this, and at this kind of an angle to get underneath my eyelashes, I'm going to drag the color, connecting it from the outer corner of the eye, and drag it along my lash line. Just like that. Now I don't like to take the color too far down because my eye shape can't really accommodate color too far down. Now for myself, I don't like dragging the color all the way into the inner corner of my eye. I typically stop if I'm looking straight forward where the outer corner of my brown stops, so right in that area. So I guess it'd be about 3/4 of the way in. Take a tissue and just wipe off the pencil brush that you just used for that cream color. And then going back into the Maybelline palette, again pick up this darkest color, put some on the pencil brush and put it directly over top of the color that you just placed under your eye. Make sure you are connecting it to the outer corner of this color and just drag it slightly up and in to blend it in. Grabbing the black color in my NYX palette on the same pencil brush, on the very, very outer corner of the under part of my eye, I'm going to just drag a little bit of black. Just on this little tiny outer bit right there. Same on the other side. Next, take your favorite smudgeable black liner, and mine is this Chi Chi one in Little Black Dress, and drag it right along your lash line. With my Sigma E21 smudge brush and the black color from the NYX palette, I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of that color on the brush, just a little bit, and press it into the liner. And once I've pressed it into the liner, then I'm gently going to smudge it in. So just smoke that line out. And when I say smoke that line out, I just mean pretty much press and drag. That'll smoke the color out. After you've done that on both eyes, take your eyelash curler and curl your eyelashes. And apply a generous coat of your favorite mascara. I'm using the Dior Show one. Surprise, surprise. Next, I'm applying my Red Cherry Wispy Lashes, and I do have a eyelash application video that I'll link right up here for you, so I'm not going to show you how to do this. I'll pop these on and I'll be right back. While I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm taking my Chi Chi pencil again, and I'm going to line my top waterline. For my bottom waterline, I'm taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Rust, and I'm going to run that along my waterline. For my highlight, I'm picking up the lightest color in my Maybelline palette onto a Sigma E46 inner corner brush. I love this brush, it's so precise. Tap off the excess and place it just in my inner little tear duct area. This is such a pretty color and it sparkles so nicely. Eyebrows using my Sigma light brow powder and just filling those in. For my brow highlight, I'm using a color from Essence called Cappuccino Please. And onto just a little angled brush. This one is from XO Beauty. I'm going to place that on my brow bone. I think this is the perfect brow bone highlight for a look like this, where it's not too shimmery, but it's just light enough that it will reflect a bit. It's not going to take any attention away from the eyes though. Alright, for face, I've already done my foundation using the Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is in the color Natural Beige, and I mixed that with my Napoleon Paradis Off-Duty Tinted Moisturizer, and I got this in light to medium. So I've already got that sorted. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longer Concealer in NC20 underneath my eyes. So pumping out a bit of that product. Kind of perfected the half pump because this pumps so much out. Anyways, I'm going to take that onto a Sigma Foundation F60 brush. I've really been liking applying this with this, just like for precision underneath, because I don't want to disrupt any of the color that I've put around my eyes. And still placing that kind of in a triangle shape underneath my eyes in that sort of area, and bringing it up and into the corners of my eyes where my nose and my eyes meet. I'm going to set that with my Revlon Photo Ready powder in Fair/Light. And this is my Sigma Tapered Highlighting Brush, but I love to use it as my under eye powdering brush. I think this brush and my Real Techniques brush is my favorite for this job. I'm not going to powder the rest of my face, but I am going to use my NYX Taupe blush again and onto a Sedona Lace FB05 contouring brush. Pick up some of that color, squeeze my brush, and place it just underneath my cheekbone. I really want to get that NARS little brush that's like a little flat brush. You guys probably know what I'm talking about if you watch my friend Lauren. She has one of them. but then I feel like I wouldn't have to squeeze my brush every single time I wanted to get a precise application. For blush, I'm using MAC's Dame and onto a Shiny Cosmetics brush. I'm going to put that onto the apples of my cheeks and drag backwards. Nice little brush hair I got going on. I think this color works really well with smoky eyes because it's not too overpowering and it's not too pink in your face. It's also worked really well with my hair color being this bright. The fake little smile. And using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle because it's my favorite, and I still like to apply this one using my fingers most of the time. I do have a fan brush that I do like and I use the NARS Albatross color with often, but I really like the Soft and Gentle with just my fingers. I think it applies much better. A little bit on the bridge of my nose and the leftover just in the middle of my forehead, and a little tiny bit on my Cupid's bow. And now for lips, I am taking the Chi Chi pencil in It Girl. It's kind of like a nudie pink color. And ooh, that was my tummy. Did you guys hear that? It was like bloop, 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 bloop. Telling me it's lunchtime. I'm going to line my lips if I stop talking. And I always overline the bottom a little bit just because I want my lips to look fuller. And I'm really, really tempted to try a little bit of lip plumper sometime because I wish my lips were the tiniest bit fuller. Now that those are lined, I'm using my favorite combination, which I showed you guys in my favorites video, Centerfold and NYX's Vanilla Cream Pie. So taking Centerfold and applying that. And I always like to pat that in with my finger. And on top of that, I'm putting the NYX Vanilla Cream Pie Gloss. Finishing everything off with my Scandinavia Makeup Setting Spray. This is my completed look. I'll zoom you guys in on the eyes. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and do thumbs up it if you did like it because it gives me great feedback if you like tutorials like this. If you have any requests for tutorials, make sure to leave it down below for me. Also, all of my links are always in the info box for Facebook and Twitter and Keek. I would love to talk to you guys on there. And I think that's everything. I will talk to you so soon. Bye!